final groups, and the winner of each of those will play in a knockout final to decide the Bet Victor Championship League winner for 2022. So it's well, it's youth experience here. Aaron Hill, just 20 years of age, from Cork in Ireland, against Mark Williams, the legend, the 3-time world champion. Aaron Hill's just qualified for the European Masters, so he comes into this match, this group, on a bit of a high. He won 1, drew 2. He was undefeated. Group, Joe, you look at the names, they're all tough, but Williams has got to start favourite.
Afternoon, Dave. Yeah, I think he's showing no signs whatsoever of ageing. I'll say that as he misses a routine pink, but well, he's just a great snooker player to watch, great person to have around. His attitude is a 1.
Well, Aaron Hill, he won his group on the very first day of the event back on June the 28th, so it's been a few weeks waiting to take part in this week as he goes into the Reds. A tough group as well, David Grace.
Next couple of seasons, he got on tour and he come with great promise, and he had a couple of notable scalps in his first time on tour, but it takes a while to settle into the main.
Mark Williams back at the table. It's the same format. They're 4-frame matches. 3 points for a win, 1 each for a draw. Prize money has gone up, so if you finish 4th, you do get prize money. So, yeah, the end is in sight. It'll be a very interesting week. Of course, we've got the likes of Ronnie O'Sullivan, Stuart.
Yeah, so like you say, both had a chance and both missed a ball that you wouldn't normally expect. Match got underway, and he spent a long time on the practice table. Some great snooker today.
Yeah, of course, he'd love to get into the Champion of Champions. He's not qualified at the moment. His good friend Lee Walker to Bolton.
Yeah, it's all right saying it, Dave, but doing it is something else, isn't it? We'll see about that. But
well, I don't know. He remember. It's one thing with Mark Williams. As a person, he never changes.
He takes the slightest little thing just to catch your eye, just to knock your concentration. So Mark doing the right thing. Wait until everything's proper before playing his shot. Or in an area where he's got basically a choice of 4 reds. It's just a matter of making up your mind and being 100% convinced it's the right shot and then playing it. So
29.
Doesn't normally take that in mind. He was playing the right shot. So many times you see a player just...
35.
He's won pick up a trophy before this year's.
That was a nice away from that ball than he has been any other in this break, but being such a great potter, on a really good pot, recovered position, and
49.
Very nearly got to the world final, just lost that decider to Judd Trump at the Crucible.
55.
Yeah, these are tough, and he needs another red after it, so can't just... There you go, Mark Williams. I think one of the best we've ever seen at hitting balls dead weight and rolling them in, plain ball.
63.
Red there, looking sharp, just as he was on the practice table. And Aaron Hill, I'm sure he knew already he was in for a tough opening match, but...
Yes, and high breaks, of course, can determine the placing. So maybe this is an
69.
opportunity just to set a little target here. So much. So it ends at 76. It's, as Joe says, a sharp start from... Meanwhile, on table 1, Mark Williams, 76 his break against Aaron Hill to win the first frame. think one of the great moments of last season was the Masters, which is obviously to snooker and what they've achieved over the years.
Yeah, they've both been incredible, haven't they? You know, they get a lot of accolades, the class of 92, and they're still going. They don't look like slowing down.
Yeah, I'm sure players like Aaron Hill.
Yeah, I like the look of him. He might not, you know, I said to Jerry, I said, oh, nice draw, Jerry. Another unknown you've got. And when I got there, Aaron Hill was 6-5 up and playing like a seasoned pro. And I watched, we'll see a very different Aaron Hill over the next 2 years. He's got a good game, so he's got a very good temperament.
It was basically his first event, that. Incredible victory, live on television as well.
Get a nice little chance here for himself though. Good opening red, and he's got himself nicely in around the black now.
20.
2 or 3 loose reds. It's pretty much guaranteed to be on a red into left or right corner. Hopefully bring 1 or 2 more into play. Didn't quite. It's his first real key shot in this little mini break so far. Yeah, safely 4 reds in the open. That'll get him very close to the mark he needs in this frame to put himself.
34.
Yeah, I suppose it's a slightly different feeling for him. Good and confident. He qualified just for the European Masters at the weekend as well. Oh, but saying all that, can't be missing those.
He struck the cue ball. It looked at first glance like he'd got away with that, never left nothing easy, but Aaron Hill not going to be punished for that miss black.
Mark Williams 1.
Not straight away anyway. There might be more to come from Mark Williams if Aaron doesn't successfully get out of it, get enough side on the white, because he can't hit all of that cushion. He's got to swerve around the brown, as you can see, raising the butt of the cue. Got to judge the side here and the pace. This looks pretty good.
Meanwhile, thunderous red from Aaron Hill. So, because maybe he wasn't completely focused on it, but he was certainly focused on the red. He's just knocked in.
He struck it nicely, played it confidently for a colour, so it's absolutely imperative now that Aaron Hill wins the frame at this visit for his own confidence. Yeah, so
Aaron Hill 6.
Fantastic chances in this frame, and he's only 39 ahead. How many?
His chair looking counter-attack here, really punish.
Accept that, but when you've had 2 golden chances and you've missed in the balls twice, they're the frame. These 3 reds in the open table. Aaron Hill will be pinning his hopes on the red, on the right side cushion.
22. $29.
And this red. That's about as good. These are tough, especially when you've got to put a lot of force into it. Screw the cue ball back. No problem at all.
36.
I think Aaron Hill will be feeling...
One really came out of nowhere. The second one wasn't ideal on Mark Williams.
43.
Be very costly for Hill because, of course, now the best he can do.
$50.
It looked like Hill had got away with the
55.
first miss black, but not with the second.
61.
Yeah, vintage
No
stuff from Mark Williams. 61 to the pink. As I say, vintage Mark Williams, that clearance, he stepped in when he sensed blood, made that good 61 to the pink. He leads 2-0. Aaron Hill, 2 missed blacks, told the story in that frame, just wasn't clinical and paid the price.
Third frame.
So now the best he can do is force a draw, but Mark Williams needs one more frame to win his 4th match from the 4 he's played in this year's Championship League. And I always think if the top seed wins their first match in the group, then everyone else is automatically playing catch-up. They start as the tough players, but Williams, if he can get the 3 points, then the pressure's on them. And now the long reds are flying in as well.
Now, you know, you're surprised when they miss it. It's not an easy shot. It's just become routine. Mark Williams is now in full touch.
4.
He just sort of knew, even though the balls weren't sitting ducks, he just sort of knew Mark Williams wasn't going to mess up from there.
Meanwhile, it looks like Vafai is over the line against Michael Judge. That hasn't taken long, has it? About half an hour.
11.
3-0, so a flying start for him as well.
Couple of seconds. If Mark plays this one correctly, couldn't have played it much better, could he? You get what you white ball kept in the middle of the table. And now
70.
again, if he does slip up, doesn't make the most of this chance. Frame a match in this position, and I'm pretty sure Aaron Hill will be expecting exactly the same.
25.
To say they sense blood. Time to make your move came in that last frame, and now Mark Williams looking imperious. That return to the top of the world, winning the World Championship. When possibly the best world final ever in terms of standard with him and Higgins. But between them, and well, it's snooker history full stop. And Mark Williams
41.
determined, I'm sure, to create more. Eyeing a ranking title number 25 this week.
To see him as the last man standing Friday evening.
49.
Two, and with that 62-point lead.
62.
But I'm pretty sure Mark Williams, he's never been one for centuries in his career. It's not something that's really
63.
want to make a total clearance in this frame. No reason why he shouldn't.
They're level on everything else.
69.
He just gets on with it, but he sort of ambles around the table in the meantime, as if it's all just easy.
$77.
No, I can vouch for the fact it's not easy. Because he's rushing around. It's because his cue ball is always in perfect position. There's hardly any thinking time required.
Well, it could have been a different story, of course, but Hill
93.
missed a couple of blacks in frame 2. Mark Williams needs this black for a century. Terrific display from the Welshman. Second phase of the Championship League, and with Hossein Vafai playing so well as well on table 2, it's clear whoever wins this title this week is going to have to seriously produce the goods. Be on third actually against Steve Maguire.
100. 115. $120.
Mark Williams, 47 years of age, but certainly not over the hill.
120.
Great clearance from Williams, and then he stepped in long red and a total clearance of 133. Sheer class